Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is our 2K coverage live from New York City. We are in the round of 16. Let's see if we got an invite here.
Get in that lobby, Chris.
Go ahead. Hop in there for me. Thank you, TP, for the invite. We're going into Game 5, EnVy versus OpTic Nation, but we got a big bracket update. Go ahead and pull it up, Ben, and hit it with that refresh. Thanks to Indie Boy, who is hanging out in our chat today, one of my subscribers in my stream, giving us the info. Prophecy just got eliminated, losing 6-0 in the final S&D. Right after, apparently, we saw a, Parasite turning off the stream. Haven't seen anything on Twitter either, so...
I'm waiting for those tweets to come in, because any small error from any team at this point could really spark team changes.
Yeah, who's going to make the first move that is just going to initiate this whole roster 100%. Mania? I mean, Sender already moving to Rise Nation could be considered a move, but it hasn't. It's not going to create a domino effect.
Right. It won't. For me, it's all eyes on Aches. Is he going to stay at FaZe? What is the intel on that one? Apparently, Most Wanted also taking down Stunner there, but there it is in the bracket. Prof, out.
To No Names is literally the name of the team.
Didn't even make it to quarterfinals.
So Prof out, Strictly Business out. Both teams will not make it into our top 8. In fact, Strictly Business didn't even get top 16. On board with Swanee here. You said the map would probably be Detroit. That's exactly where we're at for our Game 5 Search and Destroy.
Swanee already being aggressive. TP has that bomb. Already first blood as well.
Yeah, Karma picked up that first kill on Merc, which was pretty big. 3-3 now after the death from Clayster.
Really not too sure what Karma was doing over towards that B side.
Oh, he's getting aggressive.
His teammates were at A. They had that bomb site kind of locked down. If he'd have been over there, they would have had it completely locked down. Swanee now, you see, thanks to COD vision, with a play to his right-hand side. But with that Bal, you know, if he's using the ASM-1 to his right, he's going to get melted. Who is it? It's JCap?
Mm-hmm.
What is he using?
JCap, if he's got the ASM-1, he's got a two-piece here. There's one. There's two from JCap, looking for the third. He will not get it. Proofy now on a 1-on-2, won't be able to do anything. He's going to be picked up in our round-ending kill cam. Solid start from EnVy. JCap, kind of the difference maker after clearing out the A bomb site. JCap got there on a flank, patiently waited for them to come back, picked up the two-piece, and then Nameless here is going to pick up your final kill.
If Karma wins that gunfight against Clay over at school, that's a completely different round because the bomb rotates. They get that bomb down at B, but you know, it's high risk, high reward really coming out from Karma. You know, that's a gunfight which at LAN you kind of favor him to maybe win. Online, I feel like you have to kind of change your playstyle up a little bit because, you know, a host is a big deal.
JCap working with Clayster. They pick up first blood. Here he is picking up second kill. So 2 on 4. Make it 1 on 4. Proofy last man standing. He was the player sent on the big flank just like JCap did a round before. And he is now in a terrible position. Players to his right, left, and in front of him.
This is kind of deja vu from that first S&D. If you remember, Karma had 2 1v4s back-to-back. Now Proofy, with all the work to do, he's not even going to pick up a kill on that one. Too tough. Not in the best position at all. He was in between both bomb sites, had no intel on where any of the players were, and really left in a horrible, horrible place.
Crazy stuff could all happen with the roster changes. We'll talk about that between matches, but out of these two teams, do you see EnVy or OpTic Nation making a change before COD Champs?
Yep. EnVy, I would say right now I'm about 90% sure they probably will end up making one. OpTic Nation is an interesting one. I said a couple of weeks ago, all depends on how they start gelling as a team. Of course, that addition of Swanee is pretty key. Fantastic play. You saw that at UMG. But online,
great kill.
In the season, they definitely picked things up a little bit. They went from cold dead last. But I think they're now, 10th, overall. They've started to climb. Yeah. It's still a big climb.
They've passed AR. I know that.
I mean, that's definitely a plus, right?
Okay, so JCap last man standing. You got Proofy, who had a very nice opening with 2 straight kills in the school, putting them in a great position. Bomb down. 30 seconds before it detonates. JCap has his work cut out for him. Gonna find TP though. Easy kill there. Looking for the second. Doesn't know where Proofy's coming from. Now he does. Proof versus JCap.
Proofy doesn't even need to challenge this.
The old teammates going at it here, and Proofy's got him dead to rights. JCap escapes.
Why is that's a really crazy play coming in from Proof to even continue to challenge that in the first place, but he's gonna win the round.
Yeah, nice final kill there. But
I think
those were 2 opportunities for JCap to win the round that he should have been given.
Proofy basically recognized, all right, Cap has a bow, so he can try and take that gunfight to him. It's risky though because look how weak Proofy actually ended up there, and you know JCap, as you said, had a couple of shots where he could have maybe won that gunfight.
Solid start for Proof. JCap also 5-2 to prove he's 4-2. Let's start things off with Cap. He's on the attack. He's going to switch back over to the ASM-1. Double stuns available here. We'll see when he decides to throw these out.
Big difference as well coming in from JCap from the first S&D to this one. Much better performance. A 6-2 start as he gets first blood this round. That was on Proofy too, so that's a really, really big kill. Yeah. Especially when you consider Swanee was struggling at 0-3 to start things off. Gets his first kill, but as long as JCap's alive, EnVy is a threat. And
his stun grenade did connect, so he knows there's a player out front. The call out was accurate. Now he's got to decide where to go. Waiting for bomb carrier support. That's coming from Merc. Merc in a 1v3 middle street. Not seen yet. There it goes. OpTic Nation going to win the round. Pretty sloppy push from EnVy at the end there, but down 2 men, they really didn't have much to, many options.
JCap had that first kill, and then, of course, he gets that stun. And all of a sudden just walks down the staircase into mid-street.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, you had teammate and support there. You could have tried to just push in school, go for a trade, maybe even try and get that bomb down, but jumping over towards mid-street, not the best play we've seen right there coming in from EnVy, and going to tie up at 2-2. Again, deja vu, what we saw in that first map.
Look for Carmen to turn it on here. Snipes out.
Nah, he's not going to hit this.
First blood.
No, he's going to hit this one. Now.
Nailed it.
Oh!
JK.
Have you seen anyone actually hit that cross snipe?
Just replays.
Replays the only play you've seen do that?
Yep.
I feel to hit that, you have to, pre-fire, hit some crazy.
Big shots in the garage, and it's going to be Swanee cleaned up for the second one. So EnVy is going to win that battle, picking up 2 to just dropping 1. Clayster out of the action for now. TP with this bomb, similar to what we just saw EnVy in, except now they got a player pinched. Nameless in the middle of the map. Gonna chase him down. Nice job. That's Karma doing the damage while TP is distracting now in a 2-on-1 versus JCap.
Now, JCap's pretty hot this S&D bucket, so I don't think this one's over. And interesting, he actually has his ASM-1 out. Has he got a bow on his back?
I don't think so.
Or is he actually just full on? No, he's just full on changed his class, so unless he's picked that up, of course. But he was using a bow at the start. Pulls out the ASM-1. Picks up one.
Gonna find 2.
Oh, nothing but hit markers.
So many hit markers.
He's going to be so weak, though, and he's going to go for the challenge. Now, does he just hop on the defuse? Yep, he does. TP now. Is he going to check the bomb?
TP knows.
Yeah, he does. Smart play from Deep.
Whew, almost got it.
If he'd have got that 2
on land, I wonder if he did get it. Didn't happen on land, though, and that's what matters.
A little bit range there. I think if he has the bow, maybe he gets that 2-piece.
Boom. Leg shots come in. TP picks up all 3 of his kills that round, and he is on a 3 streak going into round number 6. We're going to see OpTic Nation on top. They'll be on defense, however, and we're going back over to EnVy, who's on the attack. Let's go to Clay. Clay 4-3. Been picking up kills each round, but then immediately dying. And off the break, he's going to find some action over at A.
3-2. Clay managed to get another kill for him as he kills Karma. So 3 versus 3, 2 versus 3 though. As more kills come in, that was going to be from TP. Swanee on your screen. He's going to have a couple of players over towards that left-hand side.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how OpTic Nation's setting up for this pinch. You got, of course, Swanee watching the top street. You got Proofy supporting on mid. And then TP is on the flank here. Bomb carrier was just spotted, but so is TP. So he's going to dip out of here wisely, make Clayster go for the move. And is OpTic Nation going to set up for the push? Stun comes in, but no follow-up.
Proofy. Being sneaky. Lie down and wait. Swanee, though, does give that challenge with the bow mid-map. One shot, has to back away from that one.
JCap's going to challenge. In fact, he's just going to dip out. Clayster in a terrible position. 30 seconds left. Tries to rotate to B. And JCap kind of leaving him high and dry. Not there to support. Now this round definitely going to Nation unless JCap can pull off something miraculous, and he can't even get a shot off. 4-2, Nation starting to pull away.
Yeah, next round is going to be really important for EnVy. They can't afford to lose it. They really can't because 5-2 OpTic Nation. It's exactly the same as what we saw in the first S&D though, Puckett. Exactly the same. Now 4-2 to OpTic Nation. EnVy went on to win the next round and kept them in contention. And I believe it was Clayster who had the big round. So we'll see if Clay can do a similar thing.
TP 5-3 right now. 5 kill spree, we should mention. JCap on defense leading this EnVy squad throughout the game, but they really need something more out of Nameless and Merc. I'm going to keep my eyes on these 2 players. In fact, first one into action, it looks like this is going to be a battle from Clay inside Garage. 2 players there. Clay already out. It's going to be so tough for EnVy.
Once you have that school control, it really forces the defensive team to try and make some moves. And that's exactly what Merc is going to do, is he gets that kill on Karma. JCap mid-map. Oh, he should be able to see him there, but needs to throw that grenade. That's going to land clean on his face. Surely, no, doesn't. And
good cleanup.
JCap does clean up that kill. That was on Swanee, so.
One more player. Was he spotted? It looks like it was. So JCap backing up from Proofy. Proofy and TP left alive. TP in that doorway.
I think TP's just seen him. But Cap's going to see one of the players right at the back of the map. Teammate tries to put some shots in.
Nice shots from Cap.
Simply not missing, but TP sat in that corner now in a 1 versus 3.
Down goes Cap. Two more players up, and he is going to be pinched. EnVy gets another round, brings it within 1. Make sure you're getting some of the screenshots. We'll chat about that in just a moment. 4-3 currently here, though, on the live stream. You are watching EnVy and OpTic Nation, your round of 16. Both teams fighting for a spot in the quarterfinals, where they'll most likely face off against Automatic Reload or Prophecy. In fact, we just said Prop is out, so AR in the best position right now. Holy crap, we got updates on top of updates after this game, says my producer.
How have they even... Wow.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment.
The whole bracket's gone to poop, Puckett.
For now, let's take a look at what's going on. Merc, this is Game 5. EnVy was down 4-2. They just won the previous round on defense, now trying to set up on the attack, but Swanee drawing first blood on Clayster. Again, that is his 3rd straight round of dying first out of all 8 players.
Shots go down.
Challenge at B.
Oh, Nameless needs to get out there. Luckily, doesn't run into his teammate.
Merc trying to back him up, but you see JCap caught in the action, takes out Proofy, immediately cleaned up by Swanee. 3-on-2.
Merc still has that bomb mid-map, though. He'll be taking his time. Nameless looking to just try and get some intel on one of the players, and he did. It was Swanee and Nameless having a great round.
And that snipe was just to his left. Nameless picking up the last 2 kills, makes it a 2-on-1. TP last man standing here for OpTic Nation.
Oh, he needs to be careful because he's going to rotate to look towards that other bomb site. It's going to be a player just to his left-hand side.
Nameless can't wait for this. Oh, there it is. 4-4. 2 in a row. OpTic Nation dropping them, allowing EnVy back in this game.
Yep.
Last time it was Nation, then closing it out 6-4. But can EnVy potentially steal the lead here, Ben?
So Ron just telling us the team that wins this game is going to play the team that beat AR and Prof.
Whoa.
So we've already had a bit of a Titan killer. Unsure as to exactly who that team is, but as you said, we'll check that.
I'm ready to learn.
In some downtime. Who is this four-player God squad shutting down some of these big teams today?
All right, on your screen right now, bomb in hands of TP. 4-4. Big round here, round 9. 2 down for OpTic Nation. Proofy and Karma cleaned up right away. You see the bomb carrier behind enemy lines is actually in the middle of a triangle. There are 3 players all surrounding TP. Wherever he goes, he's going to be met with some fire. Got to look for some support from Swanee, who's just desperately trying to safely get in a position to help.
Yeah, time ticking too, Puckett. 50 seconds.
Is Merc going to be seen by TP, though? That is the question. It's actually Nameless over here to his right.
Swanee needs to get a kill. And the kill that you have to look for him to get is that one right at the very back of school. That's where he's heading. It's going to be, is that Cap?
Nice.
No, it's
Merc.
So now we may see TP try and spring it to life. That's exactly what we are going to see. He heads in towards school.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but he's going to get some really unfortunate timing there. Doesn't see that play. 28 seconds left. With that kill from Swanee coming in, Nameless is going to chase it. They have to know the bomb is more than likely going to be over towards B. Nameless desperate for this kill.
Bomb is being planted right now by TP.
Oh, I thought he was going to miss it. That's one. All they need to do now is check that bomb. And in fact, TP is going to get it. Oh!
And Clay not dying early this round, and he's going to pick up 2, as well as your defuse. Nameless on a 6-kill streak, though, Ben. Really coming to life after a slow start.
Yeah, really heads up playing. The team is Team No Name. The team that we looked at and we were like, they don't have a name.
We'll get to them in a minute.
That was a team. Yeah. I'm excited.
I know you are.
Titan killers, man.
All right.
Titan killers.
Yeah, you too. We're getting into round number 10. This could be the final round in the game if EnVy takes it on the attack. OpTic Nation needs a big stop. They need to get this first blood. Normally they get it in the garage, but it's not going to be anyone pushing there from EnVy quite yet. Only one player will be sent to the right. That's JCap. Everyone else targeting this A-bomb, and that is where Merc is throwing it down currently.
Those smoke grenades being used as well. No one really uses that thermal scope on Advanced Warfare, so it really does give you a bit of an advantage. Kill goes down, though.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be Karma picking up first blood on Clay. Merc manages to just keep himself alive.
Nameless is in the key position right here.
Oh,
you see 1, 2, 3 players all around him. Shots going down. He gets the call out for the second one. Gets 2. Looking for the third. Gonna find a third player inside.
Nameless.
And Nameless going for the aces. TP is now last man standing, and all of OpTic's Nation's hope riding on his shoulders right now.
Meanwhile, bomb being planted over a B. TP has to know Nameless is going to be around here. Checks the bomb. There's one. Turns around. Second player is going to be in that window. TP doesn't see him, and TP falls.
Nameless got the ace.
EnVy. That's back-to-back aces, too. Yeah. He got the ace last round. He got all 4 kills. Either that round or the round before that.
Back-to-back.
I'm pretty sure it's back-to-back aces.
Incredible stuff from Nameless.
Yeah, he's on a 10-kill streak.
We'll have to review the footage. But look at this. This one, without a doubt, he picked up all 3. He was sent as the flanker going through garage. His teammates distracting at A, and then he just took the opportunities when given. Finishes out on a 10-kill spree, and he is going to close out the game 12-4. Man, he was 2-4 before all that got started.
And the S&D woes for OpTic Nation continue. Really, really struggling in Search and Destroy. I feel like this weekend is key for teams. It really does kind of cement whether we're going to see changes, whether we're not going to see changes. So, of course, is it 5K tomorrow? I believe it is, right?
5K tomorrow?
5K tomorrow, really. The last time you're going to see a lot of these teams play online in their current form, I feel. OpTic Nation need to win some Search and Destroys, man.
Well, speaking about some angry people who might be making team changes, let's recap what has happened. While we were watching OpTic Nation versus EnVy, there have been upsets on top of upsets. First, it was AR going down in the round of 32. Same round as Strictly Business, both teams exiting early. Then Prophecy handed was it a game 3 loss? 6-0. They thought they'd come in, take it with ease. Instead, in Search and Destroy, they get the 4 mopped with them. And we saw some tweets coming from Parasite between him and Ricky.
As soon as Puckett found out Prof lost, he's like, "Yeah, bring up Parasite's Twitter real quick.
Open up the Twitter.
Let's see what he's saying."
This is the volatile player on Prof who has been talking down about his team publicly and making it clear that he is looking for new teammates for COD Champs.
So he kind of started a little bit of a roast war. Him and Ricky going at it right now. A couple of tweets I'm not going to click on because they're a little bit too bad.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. He actually, gives Legal and Fears a little bit of props, says they have picked things up a little bit, but it's him and Ricky just going at it against each other. Even Embo's getting involved, and this is the actual thread. Can't deal with it anymore, no point in trying. This is referring to Parasite, of course. And then he's talking about no one will ever work with him, lost the same map at Orlando because people blow. And then Parasite kind of chips in a little bit. Dude, you can't be this ignorant or arrogant. The only event you ever won, I was on your team. Lol. So he kind of takes it back towards him. And then this is where Embo's kind of hops in. He's like, yeah, we're all friends. Chill out. It's just video games, man. Just video games. And then Parasite kind of just digs in a little bit more towards Ricky. And yeah, that team is over.
Who is Black Thief?
A Black Thief, just a person in the community.
Just Prophecy fan.
Twitter fan. He's to be fair, Black Thief, really cool dude.
All right.
Just tweets out his opinions.
Black Thief 69. What's
Black
up?
Thief 69.
Here's
What's up,
your
buddy?
shout out. Prophecy. I mean, you got Embo stepping in and being like, guys, chill.
I mean,
we're friends.
You got to think about this. The one event that
let me diffuse this situation that I'm not even a part of.
But they're friends because Bo's won at PAX, right?
Yep.
With Unite, and that was of course those guys together teaming, and they play GBs on the regular. You don't want to see your friends kind of.
Bo's looking for a team.
No way. I mean, Bo's and Ricky maybe at a push.
Bo's looking for a team, maybe with Ricky and Parasite on it.
Parasite and Ricky's teaming day is done. It's over.
Okay, so I think you could say that about 90% of the pros in the Pro League. Parasite seeming to not make friends with anyone, no matter where he goes.
It goes back to what I told you, like last week. The first team he'll play with will do really well. Then the second event he plays with the same team, they don't do so well. Team change. Cycle continues. And that's Parasite's career in a nutshell. Really is. It's just you have to kind of hope for him that he can now recycle those same plays that he once played with and get a good result for COD Champs.
I actually saw Aches trying to give Parasite some feedback on how he had the exact same personality where he has to call out everyone who does things wrong. And he said eventually he had to learn to get away from that because it was just, it would poison each team.
I mean, Parasite is a very stubborn individual, I think, is the best way of explaining it. I mean, the guy's a world champion, right? Once you win a world championship, especially the first modern day world championship too, it's gonna go to your head a little bit. It really will.
Can you refresh this bracket? I need to see where we stand because this has been a crazy day. So many upsets already. First Strictly Business dropping. Then we heard AR dropped.
AR got destroyed. I mean, for that series to be over that quickly, they pooped.
OpTic Gaming able to take out ISO, and we heard it was 3-1 Most Wanted over Stunner. So you saw that first game drop, a little bit of drama. They're arguing towards the end of it. It's basically getting a little fired up, but then they take the next 3. So props to Most Wanted. EnVy goes the distance with OpTic Nation. They go to Game 5. After being down 4-1, they bring it back, win that one 6-4, and Nameless closing out with a 10-kill spree. Denial cruising. They will be playing TK, and I got to get your opinion. What match do you want to see? So far, Denial TK looks like the best one to me.
Yeah, I think that one should be a really good one unless there's anything at the bottom.
And Rise did beat Aware, so Sender showing his, in fact, Aware didn't even get there. First rounded, beat Aware. What the hell happened?
Yeah, not good for them. Let's just put it that way.
So wait, round of 32 for Aware, round of 32 for AR, round of 32 for SB.
I think it just shows you how many teams are really just kind of on the edge right now in terms of the security of the rosters. It really does.
Well, crap. Guys, we're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're jumping in with Justice, a.k.a. Most Wanted, for the day. They're going to be playing up against... Is it OpTic Nation at the top? Or OpTic Gaming at the top? Yeah, I think that's the match. Yeah, OpTic Gaming. Justice, a.k.a. Most Wanted, a.k.a. Elevate, a.k.a. all the teams that they used to play on mixed into one. We'll be right back.